Tja, hallo zusammen, hier sind wir wieder mit einer neuen Folge von Baldur's Gate 3 und wir spielen unseren Baden Tim Hardin. Sind hier in dem Druid Grove, haben uns viel mit den Tieflingen unterhalten, die hier als Flüchtlinge hergekommen sind. Jetzt wollen wir doch aber mal schauen, was die Druiden so alles zu sagen haben. Die wollen die ja rausschmeißen. Und vielleicht können wir sie überzeugen. Und wer, wenn nicht Tim Hardin, denn er ist sehr, sehr gut darin, Leute zu überreden und zu überzeugen.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Wer wird denn gleich? Na, wenn du meinst.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, get back!
Ich denke, so viel Selbstverständnis von mir sollte schon sein. Also ich habe denen ja tatsächlich den Hintern gerettet, so ein bisschen. If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please.
Kick back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh. I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Schon besser.
I bet she's giving them hell. She's not out here for nothing.
Keep this up and you'll have blood on your hands! You there!
Ein Angler. Keep away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as is. Und wer ist dieser komische Mensch? Volu.
I smell drama.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You
Dieselbe
saw them
Schnalle
up
wie ich.
close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Naja, wir wollen mal nicht zu böse sein. Fine, ask you questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Naja, wir sind ja Barde, das heißt, wir sind gerne geschwätzig und erzählen ihm irgendwie was, ne? Also erzähle ich ihm erstmal was. A classic raid gang, complete with leisure and smattering of booyahs.
My, a scholar after my own heart.
So ist es.
Spent much time among goblins?
Geht so. The time was spent among books. I'm a student of the page.
Uh-huh. I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Soll ich ein bisschen lügen? Neither. It was gold. Warum nicht ein bisschen angeben? Neither. It was gold dragon, scales glittering and wings gleaming.
A gold dragon! How marvelous! Thank
Das scheint ja
heaven you
sowieso
were here
nicht
to
viel
specify,
Interesse.
or I might have recorded a bold-faced lie. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Quite so. They sang the phrase like a battle hymn.
They did, didn't they? Curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Was auch immer schlimmer ist, ne? Dramatic. How has Maglubiet responded?
Oh, I'd imagine him quite displeased. Since their change in allegiance, these goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Okay, genau, das würde mich jetzt, wenn ich schon mitgelogen habe, trotzdem mal interessieren, warum eigentlich, ne? Wait, about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon.
True,
Until we meet again.
kann man sagen. Gut.
Would that we could speak freely.
Tja, nicht viel zu sagen dazu. So, die sind hier also dabei, irgendein Ritual zu machen. Davon war ja die Rede, ne, dass die Druiden so ein Ritual machen.
By Sylvanas, the old oak, all death begets life.
Ja, also sie sind ja dabei, ein Ritual zu machen, mit dem sie irgendwie diesen Grove hier dicht machen wollen. Gut. Also ich kann nicht mit Tieren reden, noch nicht. Vielleicht werde ich es nie können, aber ist im Moment jetzt, glaube ich, auch nicht so wichtig.
Bring us news, my friend.
Darf man das lesen? A message scratched in a worried hand. Received message from a hag. From hag? Via Sirith, one of Nettie's birds. We buried Sirith a 10 days ago. Not sure how a hag found him. Message itself was threat, but also invitation. She wants to meet. Haven't replied. Buried Sirith again, beneath a heavier stone. A hag. Irgendwo ist also eine Hag am Werk.
Speak.
What were you saying to that
The
bird?
bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
I help defend this grove. I'm not your enemy. Totaler Overkill.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
And she's wrong. Moment, they are afraid, and she offers a simple solution: eject the refugees. Genau. And she's wrong?
Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
I hear the ritual can protect the grove. Are you helping prepare it?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
Okay. Das heißt, sie ist etwas zurückhaltender. Die stören wir mal nicht bei ihrem Ritual. Hier geht's ja wohl irgendwie rein.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Ghoul?
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Gut, davon wäre ich jetzt persönlich nicht so überzeugt von der Argumentation. Release. Wir lesen mal ihre Gedanken. Wenn es klappt. Es klappt nicht. Einen hätte ich noch. Ich probier's mal. Sehr gut. Dirty 20.
Halcyon is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority.
Ja, sie ist also ehrgeizig. You've proven your authority. Now prove your mercy.
Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halcyon isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
So, sie droht sogar ihren eigenen Leuten. Das ist ja super nett.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
And if I hadn't spoken up, what would have happened?
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Kaga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader?
Master Halcyon. Perhaps Goblin Court, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halcyon, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halcyon return home.
No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halcyon is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Da war noch was.
I wish I could offer more assistance. For now, I must keep a close watch on Korga. I hope to see both you and Halcyon again soon.
Vorhin hatte ich noch die Gesprächsoption, nach dem Healer Nettie zu gucken. Vielleicht kann mir dabei
Please leave.
weiterhelfen.
Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
powers seized, the battle done, the moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Saluna.
Ja, Gail, ich rede gleich mit dir, aber ich wollte mir das noch mal kurz angucken.
That mural, they look like dark justiciars.
Das Spiel ist schon der Hammer, es ist einfach so klasse gemacht. Hier steht wahrscheinlich dasselbe mehr.
Darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. A riddle to some, but you understand the meaning immediately.
Ja.
The druids turn to the harpers for help. Unusual for such a territorial group.
Ja, das würde ich auch sagen. Also die Harper und die Emerald Enclave zusammen. Nun gut, was möchtest du gerne sagen?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Ja, those murals in the grove. Something about them seemed to catch your eye. Sie ist ja eine Scharklerikerin.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
Ja, weich doch einfach noch mehr aus. Ja, dann halt nicht. Und was hat
That
Gail?
woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Sounds like you have something to confess. Sounds like you have something to confess?
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment?
No.
No. You don't strike me as quite that boring. I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Gut, das hatten wir ja schon. Aber man könnte tatsächlich nochmal mit Will reden.
Well met.
Okay. Gut, das war jetzt nicht viel. Dann suchen wir halt weiter nach Nettie.
That's what matters.
Da ist sie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
A moment.
Vis medicat.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Ist das irisch? Nee, eigentlich nicht. Aber auch nicht so richtig schottisch. Na egal. Healing as soon as possible.
Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the eyes, maybe.
More than tired. Something crawled into my eye.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that.
So.
Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Ich bin schon ehrlich ihr gegenüber natürlich. An intellect devourer spoke to me as if I were one of its own.
It recognized you as being infected. Well now, that's something. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Naja, wenn's wirklich so schlimm ist. All right, hand it over.
Swear it.
Okay, I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halcyon and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
Ja, das was ich mich auch frage. Eigentlich müsste man sie fragen, ob sie nicht noch irgendwie einen Kasten von dieser Potion hat, von diesem Gift, weil die Leute um mich herum in meiner Gruppe haben ja auch alle einen. Okay. What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
Jetzt mal out of character. Spannend, dass die hier alle so wahnsinnig viel über Mindflayer wissen, weil man sollte nicht vergessen, Mindflayer sind eigentlich eine sehr, sehr alienartige Rasse, die hauptsächlich im Underdark lebt. Und das sind ja hier naturverbundene Oberflächendruiden. Ist schon komisch, ne? Dass die wissen, wie sich Mindflayer vermehren. Na gut. You said you were tracking other victims. Did they change?
Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
Temple of Selûne. Das wird Shadowheart gefallen. Selûne ist ja quasi die Gegenspielerin von Shar. So, go and get him.
I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Das ist mal eine spannende Herausforderung, sich durch ein Camp von feindlichen Goblins zu quatschen und Halsin da rauszuquatschen. Das wird, glaube ich, nicht ohne Kampf abgehen, aber interessante Herausforderung auf jeden Fall. It sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me.
The way I see it, you have 2 options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison.
Okay.
I don't envy your choice, truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
Okay, überzeugt. Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Tja. Okay. So, das erinnert so ein bisschen an die Statue, die ich da gefunden habe, als ich irgendwo langgelaufen bin, wo ich dann hinterher wieder ausgebüxt bin, weil ich jede Menge Schaden genommen habe. Aber offensichtlich will niemand, dass wir hier was wegnehmen, dann tun wir das auch nicht. No? Da kann man auch nicht wirklich... Aber das kann man vielleicht wenigstens...
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Mindflayer Parasite Specimen. Gut, aber es wäre auch Diebstahl. Bottle Tentacles. A long jar packed full of severed tentacles. It's unclear if they're from a sea creature or something more sinister. Was stand hier nochmal dabei? Hanging suspended in murky slime. The living tadpole looks like living noch. Looks like some hideous cousin to the slug, only gorged and slick with remnants of brain fluid. Bottled blooms, eye, tentacles. Anatomical sketches of both a drow and an illicit tadpole are accompanied by notes written in an urgent scribble. The parasite was nestled deep in the brain matter, illicit undoubtedly, yet the host seemed unaware while alive. No visible signs of ceremorphosis on the cadaver. Most strange. The final note is a single underlined word. Altered? Verändert. The
Looks like Halsin's our best
property.
bet for a cure.
Extraordinary happenings.
Time to
While-
track him down and see what he knows.
While meditating in the forest, Nettie
Let's
and...
be optimistic and assume he's still among the living.
Ist ja gut.
Oh, he's alive. And we're going to find him.
Ja, laber nicht. While meditating in the forest, Nettie and I were ambushed by a pack of goblins, led by a drow. We had no choice but to defend ourselves. But that is not the extraordinary, or rather disturbing part. On the drow's death, a parasite creature emerged from the corpse and attempted to escape. I managed to capture it, and have the host's cadaver here in my study. I've told no one of my fears. Nettie suspects, but knows better than to ask. I will investigate further before informing the others. Korgar will demand answers I don't yet have. I had better record any further findings in a separate volume and keep them upon my person, lest prying eyes jump to the wrong conclusions. Oh, das darf man sogar mitnehmen. Dann tun wir das. Dissected Drow. Okay. Hier kann man nirgendwo was. Das mögen die alle nicht, wenn wir hier reingucken. Okay.
That might be worth a look.
What might be worth a look? Das ist so ein bisschen doof bei dem Spiel. Man macht irgendwelche Perception-Checks, die positiv sind, aber dann sagt er einem nicht, wo man jetzt was gefunden hat. Was ist es denn jetzt? Ist es das? Na gut. War auch alles verboten. Na gut. Wenn es alles verboten ist, dann gehen wir halt. Mal gut. Oh, das Markwort darf ich mitnehmen. Cauldron of Boiling Theriac. On Antidotes. Ich habe ja so ein bisschen das Hobby von Alchemie in dem Spiel.
Just want my bed.
A deep crease in the spine makes a booklet fall upon to reveal one recipe in particular. Neat writing in the corner marks it as an antidote for all known potions. This is it, the recipe that made me decide to publish my notes. The story might not interest you, but I shall record it for posterity. Feel free to skip to the actual recipe. I was sitting in the elf song, sipping my usual hot cocoa, also Kakao halt, the heat soothing the pain in my scaleless hands. A small child, human, stumbled through the door, sick as a dog. All the other patrons seemed like they wanted to help, but nobody could pay for an antidote for stranger's child. Meanwhile, the ingredients were just lying around in the kitchen. Every single one of those people could have saved the child, but only I knew how. I felt like a crime. Recipe for 1 bottle of antidote, extracts needed, salts of mugwort, suspension of bullywug trumpet. Method, slowly trinkle salts into suspension, stir clockwise until the concoction's consistency turns almost chewable. It might turn slightly green, but this is purely aesthetic and has no effect on the antidote itself. And remember, when in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3, thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. Ja, das könnte ich sogar mitnehmen. Nö, das tue ich aber mal nicht. Ich klaue jetzt hier mal nichts. Wir sind ja lieb. Logbook. This hefty book is labeled 1371 and stamped with an elegant stack against a dark green background. 6 Ukta. Ukta is a Monat. Sent 2 druids, some of the newer recruits, up north. The village there has had 2 years of failed crops and unlikely to survive the next winter. 9th Ukta, a group from Baldur's Gate arrived. They've set up camp on the edge of the forest. 2 bears and a fox came by. Their territory has been burnt out. Half the fox cubs died, paying this new group a visit tomorrow. 10th of Ukta. Visit did not go well. After telling me where to shove it, they said they'd cut down half the forest and burn out any wildlife that dared to stick around. Claimed they were going to farm the land and make a new city of their own. Time to get creative. 12th of Ukta. Mudslide did the trick. Burned half their farming equipment and made the rest useless. They won't be back anytime soon. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here. Sending 3 rangers to investigate. If they catch even the whiff of a red cloak, I'm contacting the House of Sylvanos. Gut, die Red Wizards sind die Red Wizards of Thay. Die sind typischerweise nicht dafür bekannt, dass sie lieb sind. Das heißt, they won't be back. Got reports of a red wizard in the village south of here. Gut, das kann man jetzt hier nicht sehen. Aber hier scheint also irgendwo ein Red Wizard rumzuturnen. Das ist keine gute Nachricht natürlich.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us. Yet she failed. That's what matters.
Habe ich mit dem schon geredet? Nee, ich glaube nicht.
What will the tieflings want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
Okay. Was liegt hier? Schönes Study of the Sword Coast. Scrub of a larger map fastened to the page with fragrant sap. Someone has written tainted by curse above the lands to the east. Tainted by curse above the lands to the east. Beyond the mountains on the road to Baldur's Gate. So, und hier geht's irgendwo dahin. So, to the east. Was haben wir hier noch Schönes? Rescue Holzen. Find Night Song. Find the Githyanki Crash. Das war ja irgendwie the Mountain Road. Emerald Grove Environs. Und hier war dieser Cache, den wir gefunden haben auf einer Karte. Okay. Würde ich sagen, mache ich mal kurz Schluss und machen wir dann beim nächsten Mal weiter und dann gehe ich mal hier hin, gucken, was da so ist.